with free legal aid and free healthcare. Those are two things that are extremely detrimental to the black community and really any community. But if we're not investing into mental health institutions, if we're not investing to putting black boys and girls into becoming doctors, psychiatrists, then we are like, I believe that this kind of problem can happen again. It's just it has to be rooted out before the punishment is even dealt, because we don't want to have to give the punishment because we don't want the crime to happen, right? So what we really want to do is take preventative measures. That way we can avoid some of these things. It's the same way with the school to prison pipeline. We know for a fact that in impoverished neighborhoods that exists more, but in neighborhoods where there's more resources, that doesn't. And that's why Dr. King called it the two Americas. That was the speech that his wife said ended up getting him killed, because he said in one America there's access to wealth, access to resources, access to education, access to mental health. White kids do all kind of shit. They get put inside a fucking a rehabilitation center, but young black boys oftentimes get sent to jail. And I'm not trying to make this a race conversation. I'm just saying that as black people, I think that it'd be productive if we invested wisely into mental health solutions, even with like the police system, defunding the police or reallocating resources. So that way we don't have another situation like Micaiah Bryant.
Understood. Let me say this about the not having a black conversation. Again, shouting out the Instagram channel just because, not just because, excuse me. I speak to people each morning who don't look anything like young men in this that y'all saw in this live stream, dancing and singing with us. Each of them understands that there are things that are true black people can actually bring to the forefront of change. So we have to talk about those things. The Black Panthers, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, no matter what others may say about them, whether true, not true, or somewhere in the middle, left us breadcrumbs, things that we can take and make a meal out of at this point, even if it's a sandwich. We leave a sandwich for the ones who come behind us. They take that sandwich, they can take those ingredients and turn it into something else. We have to stop thinking about just us and just right now. So I asked the question, is Western medicine right for black bodies? We've been there experiments since, what was it, since we've been here, okay? So is Western medicine right for black bodies? He dropped out. Big Rig and then Daniel. Uh-oh. Are y'all there?
Yeah, I'm here. My bad. Let me
Okay.
go.
What?
Let me
Okay.
go last.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, is Western medicine right for black bodies? I would say, I would say Western medicine is not right for black bodies, because of the fact that with Western medicine, and then like I'm also looking at it. I'm also looking at it overall. Like overall, it's not really good for much of anyone because Western medicine, they treat the symptoms but not the issue. You know, and then there's also the fact of, nothing in this country is free. And then like the things that are free are you have to jump through 15 hoops to get it. You have to apply to all these forms. You have to have background history, your residential history for like 7, 10 years ago. Like what if you're new? Like what if you're young? You know what I'm saying? Like if you were to start out in this country, what if you were an orphan? Like, how the fuck would you get anywhere? Because you don't have any of that prior information. You ain't got no papers. Like, so it's like I would say Western medicine, no, is not for good of black for the black body. I'd say not for the body in general, but especially for the black body, because this isn't even the way that we do things. This isn't how we treat our ailments. We work more with the natural.